Hello, this is MagentaPixie. A subscriber recently wrote to me saying, I have read that the Vatican, British monarchy and the Bank of England are behind much of the negativity that goes on in the world. There is so much stuff on the internet which talks about the US, but not much regarding the UK. Could you please make a video about Britain and any changes you see coming? For I feel that the British people are deeply apathetic right now and very oppressed and fearful of the future, and many lightworkers in the UK need a boost right now. So in response to this, here is the perspective on the UK from the collective consciousness of 9. Dear Pixie, the Lightworkers, Wayshowers and Awakening Ones in the UK have much surrounding them to be able to hold the light and recharge their frequencies. There are many sacred places in the UK of high frequency, spiral coil vortexes and antennae that manifest both cosmic and earth energies. The land in these places is energized with a cosmic electromagnetism that the sensitive ones can use for healing, regeneration and cleansing of their fields. This land holds messages within it, so we would advise you take to the sacred sites and receive the messages there. The sacred sites are programmed to release information at different times. Information released will be different for different timelines. The sacred sites have access to multidimensional imprinted energies, so can communicate information via the consciousness grid around them and into your own personal grid. The sensitive ones can glean much, for these are keys and are becoming activated more and more as the energies come into the planet. The veils between the dimensions are thinning, and far more of you can now see and feel the inner realms and the Faery Fae Magik within the sacred sites of the UK. Some of these sites are Stonehenge, Silbury Hill, Avebury, and several places in Sussex and other small villages, cathedrals, and the Cerne Abbas Giant, the Glastonbury Tor, Winchester and Glastonbury Cathedrals, Cheddar Gorge, the Roman Hot Springs in Bath, and also coastal and forest areas. These places all have messages and electromagnetized energies because the grid work around them is full of energetic energy imprints that remain within them. These energy imprints remain encased in many buildings and in sacred monuments and in chapels and churches and old-fashioned listed buildings. All these places are activation energy keys for you, and they are placed in every country across the world, but there are many in the UK, so lightworkers shall have access to them. Geomancy is intense, and there is much richness to be had from dowsing in these places. Fae and Fairy magic is strong in the UK, as the living energies that inhabit the elemental level is strong. The ancient Druids and Celtic tribes were well practiced in accessing the magic of the land, and many lightworkers in the UK living today are reincarnated Druids and Celts that have come back to live with the land they know. The shifts in energy we see coming for the UK in the current timeline are a strong return to this goddess-led spirituality and are moving away from the patriarchal religions. Now this has been happening for quite some time, but it shall become more so as more and more lightworkers wake up to who they truly are and what they are here to do. We see a surge in pagan and New Age religions as many young lightworkers are drawn towards these paths and they move away from traditional Christianity. There are many lightworkers in the UK still asleep, yet groups are waking up as each day passes. These lightworkers in the UK will know where to lead others when they need the energies of the earth, and they visit the UK on their spiritual pilgrimage. Many UK lightworkers will be led to relocating to places of high energy, where there are many trees, caves, natural forest areas, unspoilt and unpolluted areas. They will be led to places along grid lines, vortexes, and places where the ley lines meet. And there shall be many lightworkers who will feel led to move away from towns and cities with large pockets of dense energy accumulated. These lightworkers will desire to move into country, nature, and rural areas where light streams in. These lightworkers will need to listen to their inner voices and their guides to find out if they are to relocate or if they are already in the place that is right for them. This relocation is about moving to live near energy frequencies that are vibrating in sync with their ascending body, and not moving to get out of the harm's way as disasters are coming, as many have interpreted it to be. We see in your timeline more of what you call visitations taking place, and increased crop circle and UFO activity. We see people coming together in a protesting scenario regarding certain proposed changes in UK legislation, specifically what we the people would view as Big Brother tactics. And petitions shall be put forward, and this shall result in we the people succeeding in getting what they want if the amount of people involved is high. As united you stand. And when you are joining with the lightworkers in your meditations in the USA and Europe and beyond for your soul sister, soul brother past life connections, you shall be a force strong in your consciousness, focusing to create that which you desire for your country and for the planet. For the lightworker sisters and brothers will no longer be patriotic to their country alone, but shall be patriotic to planet Earth, to their lightworker family, and to the Christ consciousness that now flows among you all and inside you all, and is felt by those who are receiving. It is true there is corruption within the Vatican, the Bank of England, and the monarchy. But know there are lightworkers within each of these systems ready to step into place when the time is right. Even within the monarchy there is a young lightworker, not yet aware of his lightworker status, but this shall be brought to his attention at some point prior to 2012, and know that he is not of their bloodline, although to the world it would seem that he is. It is also true of many of the British people that stress and worries about job security and finance is within them. And tension and stress, especially amongst the teenagers at school, and those young rebellious teenagers who are in actuality starseed children here to make changes. They will make their voices heard regarding the way the education system is run. There are many lightworkers waking up in the UK now, and these are the people freeing themselves from the stress and worry that the others have, for they have learned the nature of the true fabric of reality and how to live by universal law, and they are here to teach this to the others. They are here to help the others, and we see much positive coming together and sharing, compassion and love amongst the people of the UK in your current timeline. Continue, lightworkers, in your strength and positivity for the UK and for Earth, for it is you as a unit that shall manifest this positive world. Your consciousness shall manifest in reality, so focus your consciousness on unity, compassion and love. For you, the lightworkers, the wayshowers, and the awakened ones have such ability. We are the white-winged consciousness of 9.